days long the shadows creep, the enemy draws near. But in our hands we hold a light that banishes the fear. A simple chain of 50 roses woven for the king, to guard the heart against the dark and make the spirit sing. We walk the valley of the skull, the path of sweat and blood, to stand beneath the crimson flow of mercy's healing flood. Then climb the mountain of the Lord where death has lost its sting, and watch the stone roll from the grave to let the Easter ring. Oh, hail the Queen who leads the fight, with lilies in her hand, a sword of truth disguised as prayer, to guard the weary land. She ties the knots of history and breaks the snares of sin, and opens wide the heavy doors to let the Savior in. This is the spiritual warfare, the battle of the knees, to calm the raging of the winds and silence stormy seas. We raise the shield of promise high, the gospel in a beam,
100m 남았습니다.
and trust the mother's intercession in our hour of need. Oh, hail the Queen who leads the fight, with lilies in her hand, a sword of truth disguised as prayer, to guard the weary land.
쌀바위
She ties the knots of history and breaks the snares
쌀바위에서
of sin,
스텝을 씻고 다시
and
되돌아서
opens wide the
오르막으로
heavy
가야
doors to let the Savior in. The mysteries are finished now, the glory be is said. The peace of God has settled on the living and the dead. A circle unbroken, a love that always stays. We walk with Mary through the world to give the Father praise.
네, 잠시 쉬고 쌀바위에서 금락장 쪽으로 출발합니다. 길이 매우 가파르고
The noise
미끄럽습니다.
of judgment filled the air. The crowds began to cry, but she remained in silence
금락장까지
there beneath the
1.1km
darkening sky.
남았습니다.
While anger roared like thunderclaps and mockery was loud, she stood apart, a quiet light amidst the shifting crowd.
저 멀리 창평지가 보입니다.
She walked the valley of the lost, where hope is hard to find, to bear the weight of all the grief that plagues all of mankind. She saw the faces of the ones who nailed him to the tree, and in her pain she loved them still and prayed that they would see. Silence is a shield of promise for the wandering soul. A love that gathers up the fragments just to make them whole. From mountains of our prideful sin to depths of our despair, she meets the sinner with a grace that's woven in her prayer.
금락장에 도착했습니다.
Mercy triumphs over judgment. Love conquers hate. While spiritual warfare rages on, she holds the
군락장에
candle high.
쉼터가 있습니다.
A beacon for the prodigal beneath the storm-tossed sky.
화장실이
Her
있습니다.
silence is a shield of promise for the wandering soul. A love that gathers up the fragments just to make them whole. From mountains of our prideful sin to depths of our despair, she meets the sinner with the grace that's woven in her prayer.
십자구상이 있습니다.
The words are few, the love is deep, the silence is a song.
네,
She
여부제까지
guides the sinner home to
0.7km
where
남았습니다.
the righteous souls belong. A gentle gaze, a quiet breath, the storm begins to cease. We find within her silent strength
여부제입니다. 스탬프 있는
the
곳입니다.
perfect path to peace.
숲길로 가면 1.2km이고요. 임도로 가면 1km입니다.
In Nazareth, the dusty wind was still against the door when suddenly
동명성당까지 1.5km 남았습니다.
spilled out across the floor.
동명성당까지
An angel stood with burning wings, the messenger of old, to speak the ancient mystery the prophets had foretold. The world held breath in silence, then creation ceased to groan, to see if she would welcome in the King
동명성당까지 0.3km.
across the valley of the dead where fear and sin collide. She cast aside all human doubt to let the word abide. Be it done to me, she said, the word that shook the night. A shield